going to be planting some more grapevines. I got these for like 2 of them for $7, and they're supposed to be seedless. This is a Concord, and it was the only one they had. So with my grapevines here, some of them looked like they was not going to make it, and I said I'm going to get 2 more grapes or grape plants. And then the ones that I thought was not going to make it are blooming out, and the ones I thought would are not blooming out, about 2 of them. So even though these are close together, we're going to go ahead and get them in the ground, see how well they do throughout the summer, into the fall, into next spring. And then I'll know exactly what to do with this grapevine orchard, whether I need to separate some, maybe even make another grape orchard. But let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is dig my hole, and I'm digging it further out. And the reason I'm digging it further out is because of the grass, to help it keep the grass away from the trunk of the grapevine. This one I'm moving a little bit further over, so I was putting it into the middle. We're going to see how well it does like that. But I always like to expand my trunk area out a little bit to help with the grass area. It helps me in the long run because grass grows really fast here. So this plant is not very big, and what I like to do when they're this small is to take and put it into a container for at least the season, and it seems to work a whole lot better because it gets to be able to develop its root system. Even though this looks like it's got a lot of roots, I guarantee you it doesn't have a lot of roots. It's got peat moss shavings in here, types of shavings to help keep it moist while it's at the store. So this is a Concord, a grape Concord. Usually I like to take and put garden soil in this hole right here. But today I'm doing it a little bit differently. I'm just breaking the dirt up. This ground here can get hard, especially in certain areas, because of the clay that is starting to already hit. That's why I like to put garden soil down, potty mixture, to help out with that. So it's got a paper bag wrapping to help keep it moist. And so whatever I got in here is what I'm going to be using. Now one of the things you want to use is like garden lime. Now this is pellet lime. It's fast acting. It's got lots of minerals. So we're going to put this in here, and I meant to get the rabbit manure and put it in here, but I forgot to get it, but I can add it later on. I did not do a pH test here. I'm waiting for a pH test to come back for its results. Now this is my morganite. It's for gardens and for gardeners. It's slow release. It's a 511. The first number is the nitrogen. So this is organic. Organic takes a while to break down. This will kick in later on. I also got some 13-13-13, which I left up there at the greenhouse that I just got yesterday. So between the rabbit manure and the 13-13-13, I'll come back and add to this. If I had it sitting right here, I just go ahead and add it to this, put a little bit of soil over it with the fertilizer, 13-13-13, make sure that that's not going to touch the roots for a little bit till the roots reach down into it, but I can add that later on. So this is 511. This area here is vegetable and tomato food. It's 356. Now it sounds like a lot of it, a lot of fertilizer, and this stuff stinks. So you've got to be aware of animals when it comes to this. Now I have to look at the root system. I should have looked at the root system and pulled it out and before I did this, but I basically know what it's going to look like. So this is bone meal. I see an earthworm that got cut in two. And this is blood meal. All this is organic, except that the garden lime, pelletized, but it is limestone, and then this is organic. So all pretty much organic. I'm going to mix it up just a little bit. Now I'm going to look at this root system, see what it looks like. Before I do that, I already know I need to go ahead and add just a little bit of dirt in here. On top of that fertilizer. Now this fertilizer is not going to hurt it, but that's what I like to do. That way that when the roots reach down, they're reaching into the soil and not into fertilizer. See how much peat moss it's got into it. We're going to take this wrapper and we're just going to lay it into this hole here. Put a little bit more dirt on top of that. We're not going to try to disturb the roots too much. See where the roots are beginning at, so I'll know how deep to go. See where the base is, so I need to get it that deep, which is about where I got my hole at. Now at the bottom of this, I'm going to spread some of these roots out. And it doesn't have much roots, that's for sure. See if I can get over here and grab some of this. Excuse me. All this pollen in the air. The soil looks really good, so it looks really healthy. Now I'm going to add some of this organic matter to the top, and I'm going to water it. Blood meal, 511 blood meal. Go ahead and add some of this garden lime. We can add some of the 356 tomato and vegetable. This stuff stinks. Ooh. And some of the bone meal. So I'm going to grab this water, and then we're going to give it a water, and all we got to do is watch it after this. So the peat moss around this grape plant here was moist. I watered it yesterday evening, so it's been sitting in that all night long. I ordered it when I brought it home because I had a plastic wrap wrapped around it. So when they watered the plants, it wasn't getting this water. So a lot of the plants died. That's why they had them on clearance. The grapevine that we're going to be planting today, grape Niagara, a grape Niagara. And it said on the package both of these are seedless. So this is kind of going to be an experiment here that we'll see with the other grapes here, if it is seedless or if it remains seedless. If it doesn't, then that's fine with me, because my focus is just to get grapes here onto this grapevine. So next we're just going to plant this one. We're going to do it exactly the same way. I thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And I appreciate all my subscribers. It's been totally amazing. Appreciate all the comments. One video is just blowing up, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate all those comments. They're so welcome. All comments are welcome. I love all the comments, and I appreciate all the thumbs up, and I'll see you on to the next video. We're gonna have grapes. So one of the things I forgot and left up at the greenhouse is wood ash. The rest of the grapevines has had wood ash added to them from the wood stove. So when I went up there, I realized where I left it. I came back out here and put some wood ash around these two new grapevines.